Hello. So, I don't know if I can get like a good angle of this, but basically what I'm going to do today is show you guys some of my sneaker collection. It is a mess. I've got far too many pairs, and I think what I'm going to do to start this kind of series off is to just grab whatever is behind me initially and kind of talk it through with you guys. So there's going to be a big mix of different things, but let's give it a go. Okay, up here in this corner, so starting off with these Asics, as you can see by the box. Inside is a cool collaboration which I only actually recently managed to get my hands on. These are a Ronnie Fieg GT Cool Express. This is what they look like. And Ronnie Fieg, if you don't know who that is like a sneaker collaborator designer. He owns a brand called Kith, which is a store, but also he has his own collection within there. And yeah, this is a pair of his collabs, one of the collabs, many collabs that he has done with Asics over the years, and I was very stoked to get these in my size. What did I pick them up in? It's a 6, so a 39, Euro 39. I'm actually a UK 5.5, EU 38.5, but it's very hard to find those things in my size. So yeah, another pair of Asics. I've been on a bit of like an eBay spree, and where Asics are not like super hype at the moment, it's a great time for me to be able to grab pairs that other people are getting rid of and not really looking for, because everyone's just super obsessed with like all of the hype collabs that Nike are doing and Adidas, for example. So here we go, another pair of Asics, and these ones are a collaboration with a store called Bait. Inside, as you can see, so Gel Light 3 black camo is what they describe them as, and I guess that's kind of what they are. Bait is a sneaker store, and this is a collab that they did a couple of years ago. The ones that I managed to pick up, actually I got these in a Euro 38, so a UK 5, which is slightly tight on me, but yeah, I kind of have to do that. Being a 5.5, I have to go between 5s and 6s quite often. Bait is a super sick store that collabs with loads of brands and puts out really dope designs, so I was really stoked to be able to pick these up finally, and I got both those pairs for like proper bargains. I think one pair was like 35, one pair was like 50 or 60, but like for those collabs it's insane. And I think I'm lucky because you don't find a lot of people selling them, kind of really collecting them in my sizes. So although it's harder in one respect, it's easier because not a lot of people are looking for them. What else is here? Actually a pair that I kind of think I might get rid of. Nike Free Eneva Woven. So I was really into woven kicks for a while, and I was really stoked when I picked this pair up from a collab that I did with Size. It is actually a really good shoe, but I don't know, I'm just not that stoked on them anymore. They're super comfortable. The Eneva Woven is just like a very comfortable shoe. It's really a running shoe. But yeah, I'm just not that fussed on them anymore. As you can see, I've got a lot of pairs, so I get a bit bored sometimes. Next up is another pair of Nikes. We have got, in here is the classic silver bullet. Unfortunately, they're not the Italian release, which I wish that I had, but yeah, the classic silver bullet, released last year, re-released last year. So that's what this pair is. They're a new pair, not an old pair, but as you can see, I've worn them quite a lot. They're kind of a bit of a classic beater for me. I love 97s. Yeah, sorry, I should probably explain that a little bit better for people that don't know. The silver bullet is an Air Max 97, which is silver, and yeah, the 97 model is sick because it's part of the Air Max series, which is one of my favourite. Air Max 1s are actually probably my favourite shoe of all time. I like classic shoes. Max 1, right here, right now. This is just a classic, what do they call this? It will just be the colourway, Sail Black Fossil, women's Air Max 1. I think I got these last year or the year before. Just a really classic Air Max 1 in a classic colorway that I can wear all the time. And I would call these a beater, but I kind of keep these for like good days because they get messed up pretty easy. So yeah, that's that. God, this is gonna become messy. Another favourite of mine behind here, the Air Max Spiridon, and this is similar actually colourway to the silver bullet. It's the Air Max 97 that I just showed you, just like a silver grey colourway that I got a couple of years ago from, again, a collab that I did with Size actually, and they have got a lot of wear, but they're still in really good condition. And what I love about these is the little swoosh, just see there on the toe box. It's just a simple but classic shoe, and a great shoe in my opinion. We have got an Air Max Plus, which is another word for a TN or an Air Max tuned. People have many variants of the way they call the Plus or the tuned. And this is, what do they call it? It's obviously a pink colorway. It's called a particle pink mushroom sail. Yeah, it's a rose pink. I've actually got two rose pink or like similar kind of pinky tunes, which is, I don't know, just something that happened. It was some collabs that I did with different stores. So I think these were from Foot Locker. And yeah, so that's the thing. For years I started to collect trainers. Nike's one of my favorite brands. And then I started to blog about it, and I got gifted stuff. So a lot of these shoes I've bought, but a lot of these I've also been gifted. And I don't think, you know, sometimes I wouldn't have necessarily bought the shoe, but then I start to love it if I've been gifted it. These are a shoe that I probably would have bought even if I wasn't gifted them. TN are like one of my favourite silhouettes from Nike. Another one of my favourite silhouettes from Nike is the Air 180. And this was a release from last year that I actually managed to get recently in an outlet for so cheap. I got these for like £35. There was a special discount code on the day that I walked in, so I was very lucky, but they were going for like 50 quid anyway. It is just a lovely colourway. It's pink, brown, basically what it says on the tin. The Air 180 is one of my favourite shoes because it wasn't really that hype, and I'm not really one for hype shoes, to be honest with you. Not that many people were interested in them. There's another pair which I'll show you guys at some point, which I picked up years ago in an outlet village as well, and I was so stoked when I found them because they're just quite hard to come by, or they were, especially back then. They weren't, when they first came out, a shoe that really like took off, like Air Max 1s, 95s, 97s, they just weren't that popular when they came out. But over the years they've had some re-releases, and I just really liked this colourway that came out last year. So I'm stoked that I managed to get a pair. What else do we have? So let's look at something that isn't like your typical sneakerhead shoe. This is a brand called Koi. They're a vegan shoe brand, and if you don't know, I am a plant-based eater. So the word vegan, it gets thrown around a lot. It has a lot of connotations. My diet is plant-based. You can call it vegan if you want. If you look at me on Instagram, for example, it says plant eater. But where I can, I try to now get vegan shoes and collab with vegan brands as much as possible. And I actually really love this platform sneaker by Koi with the flames. If you know me, I love flames. As you can see, they're tattooed on me. So yeah, I was really stoked when, again, I got the opportunity to collab with them and they gifted me the shoes. They're kind of similar to Vans, I suppose, but yeah, I'm just big into them and respect for the fact that they're vegan. A shoe which I have yet to decide on whether I like or not. I love the concept. This is the K-Swiss collab with one of the best movies of all time, Clueless. So the details in this are really cool. For example, you know, the packaging, the box, and I get it, like this is an iconic print from the movie. It obviously goes in my hair, and I definitely think, I haven't actually worn these yet, but I definitely think I could rock these. But it's quite a loud shoe, isn't it? K-Swiss are a classic brand, they're not particularly hype. But yeah, I have yet to figure out if I'm going to rock these or not, but I kind of just love the fact that I have them because Clueless is a sick movie, and yeah, I love the details on this collab, for example. Okay, so up next are a pair of Nike Vapor Max released a couple of years ago. This new Air Max silhouette is very different to previous Air units. It's the most visible Air unit that Nike had released at the time. They're probably one of the most comfortable shoes that I have, and I try not to trash them because obviously this colorway is very white. But I do wear them to the gym. I wear them mostly in summer. Next up, and I think I'll leave it here for this time, is another Nike tuned TN Plus, however you wish to call them. And this is a re-release of one of the classic colorways, one of the original colorways that they came out in, and I've got two, so I'll show you the other one next time. But this is the TN Hyper Blue. Arguably one of the best releases, I think, of the TN ever. I just love it. It was inspired by like sunsets, so the other version in the pack is questionably there's like the tiger and the sunset, which are very similar, but yeah, it's basically there's an orange version and there's the blue version, which is the hyper blue. And yeah, I've written a bit about this on my blog, which maybe I'll link below, when these were re-released last year. I get really confused about like this year and last year. This year is flying by. But anyway, yeah, this is probably one of the best TNs that I own. I don't have a huge collection of TNs. I just collect a lot of different kinds of shoes. Air Max in general are some of my favourite things to collect, but I don't collect one model in particular. But these are one of my favourite TNs that I own. The Hyper Blue. Let me know what you guys think, if you think that this is a great TN, or if you think that I am wrong and that they're horrible. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pairs of shoes. I mean, I've got hundreds, so these episodes could take a while. But I thought I'd start somewhere. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave me a comment to let me know what you'd like to see next. So if there's something you want to see in particular, let me know. I've got a lot of Adidas, Puma, Nike, Asics, the list goes on. I have Saucony or Saucony, which is the correct way to say it, which is actually a brand that I used to work for once upon a time. Peace out.